Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Joey again. You're watching VegasDtech and I'm back out here again with another e-bike review, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Heybike Tyson. Let's have a look. Alrighty guys, so this is the new Heybike Tyson. Let's open it up and let's build it. Headlight, battery pack, and this is a 4-amp battery pack. Powerful stuff, heavy, you could tell the quality in them. And it comes with an axle bolt for the front. And it comes with the blue sidewall beefy 20x4 fat tire with mags, very light rim, and it has 180mm rotors. Heybike seat. People are going to know that you are definitely on a Heybike. We have a twin crown fork with preload adjustment and adjustable dampening. It is a Tyson. The controls show left-right turn signal. And then we have another button over here under the throttle that says auto. 7-speed thumb index shifter. And this thing has a beefy 48-volt 15 amp hour battery. 750-watt hub motor. 7-speed Shimano cassette. With a Tony derailleur system. Comes with an Innovation Technology rear suspension and a 48-tooth crank. Rear bike rack, Heybike, front headlight, and turn signals. The rear also has a running light that says Heybike on it. Tail light, turn signals. You can see that on the other side. You're able to turn your bike on and off via your phone app. And if you pull up your application on your phone, you could just go right into personalization and you can adjust your speed of your bike, kilometers, miles per hour. And if you scroll down here, you can adjust if you want your bike to have 3 speeds, 5 speeds, 6 speeds of power assist, and each one of the speeds here can be changed. Okay, I have it in currently 3, and I have my speeds broken down to 15, 20, and then 28. And you can modify your power levels to meet your specific standards. Now, a very awesome feature on this bike I'm going to show you is the security function that is completed via the app. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. So just imagine you have your bike locked out front of your building or your work or whatever, and somebody is messing around with it trying to get the bike lock off, right? All they need to do is just basically move it around. And instantly what's going to happen here is if you take a look at your watch, you get a notification right there I don't know if you could see that, but I just got a notification that the bike just got pushed or messed with. And that's to let you know to get out there and take a look and see what's going on with your bike. And another feature that I love about the app is, just say by chance somebody did happen to run away with your bike, you're able to pull up the app on here again, right? And if you go down here to go, you're instantly going to be able to track where that bike is located, okay? He's not going to be able to get too far, as this bike also has a GPS locator built into it. So very smart, intuitive technology that is built in to the Mars 2.0 and also to this Heybike Tyson. Alrighty guys, well that was everything on the build up. It was pretty much a straightforward and easy build. Everything was already put together on this bike. It didn't take much but to putting on those axles, attaching the handlebar, putting in the seat, and everything came together really fast and easy, okay? This is a folding style e-bike. To fold the bike, it's a couple of easy, simple steps, straightforward. You'll unlock the center frame and you'll unlock the top handle. I generally like to just take the top handle and fold it down first. Put your knee into the brace, bring it around, pull it in half, and you have it together. To reverse it, you're going to do the same thing. Pull it back together. Ensure that your cables are not going to bind and snap or pinch. Lock it in. Bring up your handles, lock the front handle, and you're all set. Alrighty guys, so now that we've seen all that, let's go ahead and take the bike out on the test track and see what she can do. Alright guys, let's take this thing out here on the test track and see just how good this bike rides. First thing I'd like to say is that this bike has good pickup, good low end torque. You could really feel the 750 watt motor on this really perform. You can unlock the bike from a class 2 to a class 3. And I'm doing the class 3 right now just to see what kind of speed we can get on the bike. It is a cadence sensor. The shocks are good. We're gonna hit a dip right here. Excellent. And this bike does have dual suspension front and rear, so you're going to be able to take the majority of these dips here and bumps very well and not feel too much of that impact. All right, so guys, I'm just doing a steady little cruise right now. I'm getting about 28.1 miles per hour. Cruising down the backside of the trail here. Cruising down the backside of the trail, we got about 28 miles an hour. Dipping down 27 miles an hour as we come up on the St. Rose grade on the backside of the bridge. So we've dropped to about 25, 26 miles an hour. And we're going to be coming across the bridge right now. Coming down the back side of the bridge. Easily picking up about 29, 30 miles an hour on the back side of the bridge. The motor is exceptionally quiet. The brakes are awesome, guys. We got the RSX hydraulic brake system on this bike. And this has been one of the smoothest brakes that I've had a chance to review. Absolutely no noise, no clunks, no squeals, nothing at all. It's hard to believe that this is an actual folding style bike. I actually forget. It feels like a solid frame. Cruising along the backside of Green Valley Ranch. We're gonna actually go over there today and cruise through the district. All right, we're gonna go ahead and make a right over here and head over to the district here at Green Valley Ranch. I like to call this the Isle of Palms. I love this little ride right here. It's pretty cool. You see all the traffic we got here on the left-hand side. We're gonna attempt to defeat that by riding our bike through here today. See what's going on at the district. So I'm gonna go ahead and power this thing down to power assist I'm just going to bring it down to power assist 1, since we're not going to need all this speed as we're cruising through the district. And we're under regular pedal power now. And take a look. Looks like we got an e-bike right there. Whoa. Now in Power Assist 1, this bike cruises very smooth. It takes about 1 revolution, sometimes it feels like a half a revolution, maybe 1 revolution, to actually get the power to come on. I don't know why. Sometimes a half a revolution will do it. Sometimes it takes a full revolution. It just all depends on if the bike is moving or if it's not moving. This bike has no problem keeping up with any kind of traffic, guys. So whether you're cruising, you know, through a quiet little area like the district right here and you want to go in pedal assist 1, you can just cruise it in very low power. I guess we'll just go through valet in here. So the bike is very nimble. I decided to take it down through here today to show you the nimbleness of this bike to get in and out of areas. You can navigate these cones really simple. You just navigate tight little cones like this, pretty simple. Now I have the intensity set up pretty high. If I lowered the intensity on this, it'll be a lot easier for you to navigate through little cones like that. But as you can see, if you were in high traffic areas, the ability for you to ride around is pretty simple on this bike. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and cruise over here through the district. And I wanted to bring the e-bike over here today and basically demonstrate that it's not always about high speed. Sometimes it's the ability to cruise in low speed as well. You know what I mean? So that you could actually take your time and enjoy the sights around you. And so I have the bike right now in Power Assist Level 1. And the intensity I have set to the bare minimum. That way, you know, the bike doesn't kick on and just, you know, jerk you around. Because if you have the power assist level intensity set too high, every time the motor comes on, it kind of jerks you and it makes for an uncomfortable ride. You got Lucille's barbecue straight ahead here. And you know, it's really cool. I love the ability to be able to, you know, ride your bike, you know, in areas that you would think that it was only made for pedestrians. You know, it's really enjoyable cruising through the district on e-bikes, man. Or any bike, but e-bike even more so. More e-bikes. E-bikes are everywhere, guys. I mean, e-bikes are the future. If nobody's convinced you yet, it really is. Everybody that I have been able to allow to ride the e-bike around, you know, the second that they feel how that motor comes on when they push the pedal, it just instantly brings a smile to their face, because they know now that they are going to be able to get on a bike and cruise around in areas for longer, because the endurance is not going to be a factor anymore. You know, I still like to pedal my bike. I mean, I'm not the one to just get on and just hit throttle. You could if you want, but I enjoy pedaling. But I like to also know that if there's a humongous hill over here, I'm not going to kill myself, because I have the ability to kick in the power mode and climb the hill and use the motor of the bike to get me up and just, you know, save my energy for flat areas where I can actually make it, you know what I mean, endurance-wise. My heart rate just shows that my watch thinks that I'm exerting a lot of effort over here, man. So you see, even your watch says that you're getting exercise, and I don't even feel like I'm exercising. I'm just having a great time cruising around the district here. And like I said, you know, the ability of this bike right here, this Tyson, the personalized settings that you can control via your bike app is going to make this bike very personable for you to customize based upon the way you want to ride it. You want to ride slow and take in the sights? Set it up that way and just cruise. You want to pace a partner on an e-bike? Cool. Set your power rating, set your intensity for how you're going to accelerate, and just cruise. Security officers. Wait. You know, a lot of these bikes here, there's just no way. Look, I'm going to kick it up into third because I'm getting too much speed. A lot of these bikes, man, there's just no way you would want to pedal these guys for any length of time or any period. But because this is an adjustable seat, I can extend the seat to give my legs ample room for me to have longer extensions when I push. And the bike just feels like a regular normal bike, and you can just ride it like normal. No power at all. Which comes in handy, especially when you think about, what if my power were to go out? You know, like, how would we have ever known that we had any of this out here, because we never take the time to explore these trails? But they're here, man. They're in your neighborhood. And the e-bike is just gives you the ability to come out here and enjoy these beautiful, breathtaking views. You know, get yourself in some shape and get off that lounge chair. All right, we're gonna cross over here. I believe we have a cool little crosswalk area. We're gonna cross the street. We're gonna get over to the next bridge. Thank you, sir.
How are you?
All right, how are you? Man, just listen to those brakes, man. Perfectly quiet. Not a sound. All right, guys, so here, 5-degree slope, power only. Anything over 12 is considered a great bike. Here we got 13, 13.9, 14, 14.9, almost 15 on the climb, guys. Let's do it again. You got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 miles an hour. A lot of these bikes I can't even get to come up to 12. You know, 12 miles an hour, and this Tyson here is able to get up that hill with almost 14 miles per hour. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and do this brake test. You guys know how it works. We're gonna come down this 5-degree slope here. We're gonna try to hit about 17 to 20 miles per hour, and then we're gonna test out these RS6 hydraulic brakes as we come down to the end of this ramp. All right, so let's go. 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, right about here. Woo. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and set up another brake test on the flat ground here. We're gonna go to 20 miles per hour. We're gonna come back and do a full brake test. Since we've already seen what this brakes can do on a decline, and so let's go ahead and see what these brakes can do on the flat. All right, so 4, 6, 9, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18. RS6 hydraulic brakes, number 1. Alrighty, guys, so we've come to that part of the video where we talk about pros and cons. What are the pros and cons of the Heybike Tyson? You know, these companies are really refining the process of these bikes, and they are getting these bikes to where you really have to be nitpicky to find things wrong because everything about the bike is so enjoyable. Number one is the overall look of the bike. The bike is beautifully designed. It comes in a myriad of colors, as we've already seen. You could pick it up in like green, gray, the blue, and you could just get your own scheme that fits you. Number two I like is, I love these wheels. These bikes look wonderful. When these wheels are spinning, they really attract attention. And I was also surprised when I pulled this bike out of the box and assembled it at just how light this wheel was. For a second there, I had to take a double and triple take on it because I thought that the rim was actually made out of plastic. But it is an aluminum alloy, but they've got that thing so light right now. And I love the color scheme, how they gave us that blue. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. Yeah, so the bike is blue and white, and you've got this like blue sidewall. And the other schemes that you got, you're gonna have different colored wheels as well. So that's a beautiful addition. Next thing I really like, man, is I really like these RSX hydraulic brakes. Yes, now I've tested lots of different Logan brakes, and I don't even know what the situation is. I've tried Logan hydraulic brakes and I've tried no-name hydraulic brakes, but the RSX seems to be a very, very good brand. And these are no exception. You know, the RSX hydraulic brake calipers on this, guys, this has been the most quietest of all the brakes that I've reviewed is on this Heybike Tyson right here, guys. Not one squeal yet. I didn't have to break it in. I didn't have to, you know, be gentle about it or anything like that. You know, just riding it like normal, it does exactly what it's supposed to do right out of the box, guys. RSX brakes, man, excellent addition to this bike. Next thing I love on this bike here, guys, is the fact that they've given you turn signals. You know, they got running lights on here. You know, these the Heybike lights up in the front and rear, and you've got turn signals, which, you know, I really think is going to be something that should be integrated with all of these bikes in the future, you know. So daytime running lights, this Heybike comes on, and then turn signal, another feature that I love. Right, so the cabling on this bike right here, guys, very, very clean. They've got the initial cabling here with the primary winding, and then they've got the Velcro tubing that keeps it all together, and it's got that nice little Heybike little kick to it right there, man. Very nice design as well. The next thing you gotta love about this bike here is the suspension. You know, we've seen a lot of front-rear suspension combos right here, guys, but you've got the basic front suspension here with your preload and your dampening, okay? Yes, we have that. But this right here is not just your typical spring. This is like a hydraulic damper that they have on the back. As you can see, this frame is like a two-piece frame, and it's got its pivot point right here. And then the articulation back and forth is going to be controlled via this damper right here. And it gives you a nice, clean little look and a really comfortable ride. Some of these bikes that you see, guys, it looks like that the bike was assembled as an afterthought. Like they took pieces of this bike and pieces of that bike and they welded it. And where you generally see that is like right in here, guys, in this quadrant. Many of the bikes that I see here, they have a weld that happens right in this area. And I've always questioned, like, why is all these bikes here, everything looks normal until you get to this point and you find this weld where it looks like they just chopped it, like they got a frame and it didn't exactly work for them, you know, the hub motor-wise, suspension-wise, whatever, and they hack it and they measure what they need. They either extend it and weld it back together, or they bring it in and weld it back together to make it work, you know what I mean, based on what pieces they have available at that time. But these bikes here that are engineered exclusively for this design, you don't see that. It's one complete frame, okay, one complete frame right here, guys, all the way around. This bike has no welds that I can find at all. You have a bike that was uniquely engineered and designed for itself, and the price of that bike generally is going to be more than the tubular styles that you see welds. And I've looked all over this bike, man. There is absolutely not one weld to be found anywhere on this bike. You see what I mean? Very beautifully designed bike. And last but not least, guys, I have to love this application here where you can actually control this bike and customize it to your personal settings. And you can go ahead and customize it exactly how you want. You can unlock it from a class 2 to class 3. 28 miles an hour is more than enough power for what I need around here. Torque is excellent for climbing hills. I have the ability to customize all of my power assist levels so that I can pace other riders and ride comfortably. And this bike, again, comes with the anti-theft, right, which I already displayed you. You have the GPS on this bike right here that tells you exactly where it's located, so you can hunt your bike down and go get it back. Now, what are the cons of the bike, if there are any? Now, there are a couple that I bring to mind. Number one is, speaking about the folding aspect of it, as you notice here, all of the cables are tucked into the frame, right? So all of these cables go tucked into the frame and they're hidden nicely, which gives it that very unique, clean look, which everybody loves. The only problem that I have is that when I go to crack this thing open and close it up or lock it back into place, those cables are very, very tight. There's not a lot of slack inside there to fold up. So there's a little area that the cables fall into, and when I go to open it up or close it, it comes out of that groove, and it makes it a little bit difficult for you to try to close the bike and lock it without worrying about pinching the cables. And I've had a couple of guys already review the bike and stated that they see little teeny areas where it looks like the cables may have been pinched. So that is a concern of mine. It makes me not really want to fold the bike up all that much. And you know, only if I have to, I don't really see a reason that I would need to pull the battery out. I don't really want to do that as well, because you've got to deal with the cables on the inside. So the cables on the inside, I think Heybike can probably give a little bit more slack inside of there. Heybike can look into that and see if that's going to be a problem or an issue. Alrighty guys, so if you like the Heybike Tyson and you need more information and specs on it, or if you want to go ahead and buy the bike for yourself, hit my affiliate link down below. It'll take you right to the website where you can see the price of the bike. It's currently on a Black Friday special, and I believe if you use my VegasDtech code on it, you will get an additional $100 off the price of the bike. Alrighty guys, that's everything that I have for you folks today on another e-bike review. If you found this information beneficial or useful, please do me a kindness, like and subscribe, and I will continue to come out here and find better bargains and deals to save you money. Thank you so much guys for tuning in today on another review. I will catch you guys on the next video. You guys be well. Bye now.